Come on in. Erica?
Hi,
Michael Smith, how you doing?
I'm
Have a
fine.
seat.
Thank you.
Richard Fowl, what brings you in here to see me today?
Well, my kids aren't with me anymore, and the court told me I had to come and see you. And I need to do all this. I got to go through anger management and a parenting assessment. I guess that's you trying to figure out if I'm crazy or whatever, and I got to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just here because the court told me I had to be here.
Okay. What happened with your kids? Why they take your kids away from you?
Because me and my boyfriend, we were coming back from Missouri to visit some family members, and we all live here in Indianapolis, and we got in an argument, and we were driving all crazy, so the police stopped us, and they found some drugs, and they said that because it was in there, that my kids were in jeopardy, and they took them away.
They took your kids away. Is this
And
first?
now they're in foster care in Missouri. I don't know nobody in Missouri. I don't get to see my kids, and I'm trying to get my aunt to be able to take care of my kids here while I have to do all this stuff.
This is the first time your kids ever been taken from you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
First time. How'd that make you feel?
Sad, mad, hurt, because my kids are in my everything, and I would do everything. We've never been separated. I mean, that's why they were in Missouri with me. I could have gone to Missouri on my own, but I never leave my kids with anybody else. They're always with me, and I love them, and now they're not there, so it just, yeah.
You say you love your kids. Define love for me. What do you mean you love your kids?
I take care of my kids. I love them.
And then what's the most important thing in your life?
My kids.
Your kids are?
Mm-hmm. I love my kids. I'm telling you, they're always with me.
How old are your kids?
3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 6, 7.
Is that 5 kids?
4.
4 kids. Is the boyfriend you're with now, is he the father of any of the kids?
No, we haven't even been together that long. We've only been together for like 6 months, 6, 7 months. I mean, he's a good guy, and he takes good care of my kids, and he treats them nice, and we were just chilling. I don't even know if you would even consider him a boyfriend. He's just,
Somebody you kick it with.
we just kicking, yeah.
Let's talk about this drug issue.
It's not my issue. That's why I'm mad. It's not my issue because my kids shouldn't have been taken away from me.
Have you used drugs before?
Yes. Have you?
No, I actually have.
You've never used drugs before.
Never used drugs before. But that's not the point. What kind of drugs you have been using?
I haven't been using nothing.
There's a problem somewhere because they found drugs in the vehicle. Whose drugs were in the vehicle?
Well, I guess they were Tony's. I'm going to say they were Tony's because I know that they weren't mine.
Have you ever seen Tony use drugs?
Yes. Sometimes. I mean, we both did stuff, but I can't speak for him because I don't know what he's doing. And I use to get the edge off sometimes, but I don't have a drug problem, and those were not my drugs. I wasn't doing drugs around my kids or nothing like that, so they should have been able to stay with me. If it wasn't my car and I was just a passenger with my kids, and they should have been able to come back to Indianapolis with me.
On your drug use, from a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, how do you rate yourself on using drugs?
I don't know. Compared to what I used to do, it's like a 2. I mean, because like last year, it was been about a year ago that I was doing it really bad.
What's really bad?
Like every day.
Every day?
Mm-hmm. And I just stopped doing it.
How did it make you feel when you weren't on any drugs? Were things going good for you then?
No. I don't think anybody ever does drugs when when stuff is going good. I mean, I think we all start off with like a little weed or something just to have a good time.
Well,
and then
how'd you start? How'd you start using drugs?
my mama gave it to me when I was like 4, because she was doing it, and we were and she had a party or something, and I guess they just wanted to know how it felt, or how it would look to have a 4-year-old smoking a blunt.
So your parents had drugs, drug use in the house when you were a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
or when you were a young child.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that make you feel when your mother was using drugs all the time?
I mean, it was all right. She was a cool mom. Everybody wanted to come over my
All the
house.
friends come over.
Mm-hmm.
Were you ever abused as a child?
No, I mean, I don't know what abuse is. I mean, you black, I'm black. When we were growing up, it was I had to go out and get my own switch and stuff, and I'm still living. I'm not in jail or nothing, so it worked for me. So I don't know if that's considered abuse. It wasn't abuse to me.
Is that how you discipline your children today?
No,
You don't discipline them on the way that you were raised?
no,
No? Why not?
I don't need to. They're good kids.
Good kids.
Mm-hmm.
Tony. Is Tony the reason why your kids were taken away?
He's a reason, because if he wouldn't have been, Tony is just, he's a good guy, like I said before. He's a good guy, and he treats my kids well. I'm a woman that has 4 kids, and there's not a lot of guys that's going to want to deal with a woman with 4 kids anyway that aren't his. But so he's a good kid, and he's a good guy, but I don't even know what you asked me.
Are you going to take any responsibility for your kids being taken from you?
I'm taking
Is any
responsibility.
of that responsibility come
I'm
on
taking
you?
responsibility by coming here and see you. I mean, I wouldn't want to come and see you any other time. I wouldn't have sought you out.
Well, they want you to come see me so we can get to the root of your problem.
I don't have a problem. It wasn't my issue.
You don't think drug use is a problem?
Yes, but man, you're not listening to me.
I hear everything you're saying.
It wasn't my issue. I was just in the car, and I owned up. They asked me, did I have a drug problem in the past? I said yes, but I don't have a drug problem now because I don't even do it every day like I did before. Like a year ago, man, I did it every day.
What were you using every day?
Crack.
Crack?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't addicted to it at all? You could stop anytime you wanted to?
I did.
Did you seek professional help then?
Yeah, I went down to the Salvation Army downtown Indianapolis, and they didn't have any beds. I wanted inpatient, and they didn't have any place for me to go, so they told me to come back. And how are you going to tell somebody that's been using crack every day to come back? Are they not going to do it again? I'm going to go back and do what I had always been doing, and I just got tired. I didn't want to depend on anybody. That's like I don't want to even come to you because you're here talking to me now, but that don't mean that after I get done, if I need somebody to talk to, you're going to come and you're going to talk to me?
Did you get into the program at the Salvation Army?
No, I decided not to do it because I didn't like how they put me off. So I just went home and I did it on my own.
You did it on your own?
Mm-hmm.
And how did that make you feel when you was actually off of drugs? Were you
all
productive?
right.
Were you productive then?
Well, I'm productive because I take care of my kids.
Are you working?
No, not right now.
Why aren't you working?
Because, I don't know. I try to look for jobs, and they just not hiring.
Well, how do you support yourself?
I got TANF and food stamps and Medicaid, so I got money and food and insurance for my kids, and I got Section 8, and that's all I need.
Are the fathers active in the kids' lives?
When they want to be. One is locked up. One, I don't know where he is. One is dead, and one when he wants to be.
Okay. What's really important to you? Besides getting your kids back, because you know this is a process that you have to go through to get your kids back. But I want to find out what's really important to you other than your kids.
I don't have nothing else. Nothing. Just my kids.
Just your kids. Your kids give you all the happiness and the joy that keeps you motivated all day.
I don't have nothing else. I don't have education. I don't have.
How far did you go in education?
8th grade.
8th grade. Are your kids in school?
The 6 and the 7-year-old are.
Are you able to have them a stable home and school where they can attend and without missing?
They don't too much miss school. I mean, I got 4 kids under 8. I make sure that those 2 go to school because I need a break. So they go to school.
Does the tension in your home with the kids cause you to use drugs?
No, it's everything else. It's
Like what? What do you consider everything else?
Like people like you asking me all kinds of questions.
Well, that's because we have a process. I'm just trying to get to know you. I'm trying to figure out what makes you do what you do, and why you do what you do.
I do what I do because I got 4 kids I need to take care of. I do what I do because I got to get up every day to take care of them. I do what I do because I don't have nobody else to do it for me. That's why I do what I do.
How do you rate yourself as a parent?
I'm a good parent.
From 1 to 10?
I'm a 10.
You're a 10?
I haven't given my kids no weed. My son is 7. He hadn't had no weed. He hadn't had no alcohol. I'm a 10. And I take my kids with me everywhere. They go with me everywhere.
Do you come home intoxicated or high on something where the kids ever see you?
Nope. I make sure that if I want to go out and do something like that, then I get ready to watch my kids, or I do it after they go to bed.
Tell me something positive that you feel that you're accomplished, that you're absolutely proud of, other than the kids.
Just my kids.
Just your kids?
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something positive. How do you reward yourself? How do you relax?
I send my kids next door so I can take a nap.
Excuse me.
I'm a good parent. So everything that's good about me is surrounding my kids. I'm a good mother. I love my kids. I encourage them to do their best. I do their homework with them.
Do you think your boyfriend or the company you keep makes you do drugs? Or you want to do drugs just because you're your company? Or your boyfriend? Or
Well, I don't know if it's because of my boyfriend, because if I don't want to do it, then I don't have to do it, and he didn't say anything. But, you live in an area where everybody's smoking or dealing, and you just around that kind of environment, that's what you're going to do. I mean, everybody does it. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you take care of your business, and I take care of my business. I take care of my kids, and they're not hurting. And then I wasn't for nothing because I have everything I need. They have clothes.
do you have situations where you can say no to your
To
friends?
my kids?
To your friends that get high or drink? Or do you feel like you just have to do it with them?
No, I usually don't even do it with them. I'll do it by myself. I just do it. But it's around all the time. I mean, it's just around.
And how do you feel when you can't get high?
Sometimes I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'm all right, and sometimes I just feel like I'm kind of antsy, or I guess however y'all say it, I'm kind of jittery because because that's just how I deal with stress. And if I don't have it, then I just rather stay in the bed or something. I don't know. I stay in the bed until my kids, my kids, my 3 and my 4-year-old, they take a nap, and then my 6 and 7, when they get out of school, then I know I gotta get back up again.
But I think we need to find something that motivates you, or some other kind of coping mechanism that's going to make you stronger. So
I am strong.
I'm not saying that you're not strong. It's just those weak moments when you think that you need to uh, use a type of drug to get you past those moments.
Man, what do you suggest?
There's several different programs that Salvation Harbor Light offers.
They always turn people around. Man, I live in an area, probably the whole neighborhood to be at Salvation Army right now. And then you got all of Indianapolis. They never have openings, and then they want to get all in your business. I'm just asking them for help. Let me get some help so that then I can get myself together and I can take care of my kids. You don't have to be all over my business. Just like this.
Well, this is the process you need to do to get your kids back.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Well, that's the first step. You made a great positive step by just coming to discuss this problem with me as the first step of getting your kids back. So you ought to give yourself a hand just for making that first step. Because I can see that your kids are number one with you. Now we just need to find out what motivates you to use drugs.
My kid. So, thank you.
How's your stress level? How is your stress level?
Right now it's a 10.
It's a 10?
Are you doing that same daggone scale, 1 to 10?
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
What's 10? Because I
On
don't
a
have my
daily
kids.
basis. What's a good daily routine for you when you're not high? How is a good day for you?
So I get my kids up and they have some cereal, and then I get them to school. My 6 and 7-year-old, I get them to school because if they get there early enough, they can have breakfast again. Sometimes if I don't have enough breakfast or whatever, so I get them up, and I come back, and me and my friend Renita, she has a little boy too. So some days I'll watch her little boy, and then some days she'll watch my two, so we can do whatever we need to get done. And then maybe somebody will come over and I can do their hair or something and earn some money, and run my errands and come back and get my kids from school, and then.
And that's a full day.
I mean, yeah. I don't sit around doing nothing now. I'm telling you, I'm a good mother. I'm a good mother.
I actually believe you. But what's a good happy Erica? What's a good stress reliever when things aren't going your way that you can relieve stress? Is your mother and father in your life now?
Nope. I don't know my daddy. He left when I was younger, and I don't even know if he's alive or dead. And my mother, I would be a very good mother if I let my mother be around my kids, right? Because she gave me weed when I was 4. So I don't deal with her.
She doesn't see the grandkids at all?
No. She don't need to see them. She doing the same stuff I'm doing. Well, she was doing it longer, so no. Mm-mm.
Well, we just need you to say no or realize that when you reach that level where you think you might want to use drugs, to find some other kind of coping mechanism. Do you have any friends that don't get high? Or?
No, I don't have that many friends, first of all. But everybody I know does it every once in a while. That's why I can't believe that you never used nothing. You asking me to tell you all my business. I don't even believe you.
But you can't think that every black man.
Every black man I know uses something. Started with my daddy, and everyone I know ever since then used something. So.
Well, we're all. I mean, everybody's different. You can't phrase me into just being a black man as referring to your father. That every black man's going to get high.
I just thought about another good thing I can do. I can do hair.
That's great. That's great. Have you tried pursuing, or are you interested in hair enough to pursue a career in it?
Yeah, I mean, I got a career. I do hair, and they pay me sometimes to do their hair, but I don't have any money. I don't have no money for beauty school. I went up to BJ's Beauty College, and they want all this
Right.
money. I don't have that. So I just do what I can do when I can do it.
That's good. That's good. I mean, that's doing something positive with your time, making some money, supporting your kids. Um, I understand that it's tough for a single parent, especially with 4 kids.
Mm.
So, I mean, you're doing a fantastic job. You just need to watch and choose your friends and situations and know how to get out of them.
Well, you
When
need to
you
go
have
to,
bad situations like that, you need to know how to say no.
you need to go to the court and tell them how good I'm doing. Then tell them that I love my kids and I can get them back.
Well, we're working on it. You have 3 more sessions with me.
3 sessions.
3 sessions.
What else do you need to know?
We just need to talk. We just need to talk and find out what makes you tick, how you work, how you feel about a lot of different things.
I don't tick when I'm not with my kids.
Well, we're working on getting those back. I know your kids are number one to you, the most important thing. They motivate you. But we need to have three sessions, and then I'll do a report, and we'll see where you stand. How you feel about coming back to talk to me?
I mean, you are all right. I know it's not your fault. I'm just hurt and I'm mad.
Whose fault you think it is?
That my kids are taken away?
Right.
Tony's.
You really believe it's Tony's fault?
I wasn't doing anything. He was driving all crazy and arguing with me. I'm trying to tell him to calm down, and they pulled us over because he was driving crazy. And then they found all that smack up in the car, and it wasn't even mine. But my kids got taken. It wasn't my fault, and my kids should be with me. They've never been without me. So, and then they're not even in Indianapolis. They're somewhere in Missouri. I don't even know these people. They won't let me talk to them or nothing.
And if I understand you correctly, you're not owning up responsibility for it yet. You think it's all Tony's fault that
It is Tony's fault. It wasn't my stuff.
Okay.
I mean, if I gotta say it's my fault to get my kids back, then I'll say it's my fault, but it's not my fault.
Well, in your next session, when you come back to see me again next week, same time, we'll discuss that and try to find out what the situation is. Okay?
Y'all got some bus tickets for me?
We sure do. We'll have some tickets for you in the front office. I'll walk you out.
Okay.
And I thank you very much for coming to see me.
Thank you.
I'll see you out.
Thank you. What happened?
That's a long time.
What happened?
Oh, don't tell me you can't keep recording. I think it did. Can you rewind it?
This not even stopped.
Oh, it's still going. Yeah.